Halfway on the drive between my home and a favorite quick vacation getaway destination is a favored rest stop. It's a place to fill my tank, empty my bladder, and grab a protein bar. It's also a place to stretch my legs. It's the place where my mind shifts from still leaving work to beginning my vacation. In short, it's a transition point for me, and I can feel myself physically unwinding as I drive on, sensing that I'm almost there. Emotions operate like that rest stop. They are a transition point too. Emotions are signals that tell us where we are, what we feel about what we have experienced in the past, or the feelings we associate with what we anticipate will happen in the future. But although my emotions may relate to the past or the future, they only arise in each present moment. They are constantly changing since they only relate to what is happening now or what we are causing to happen in each successive moment. It is because emotions are solely a present moment experience that learning to connect to them and work with them becomes so important when it comes to managing IBS. This session's guided practices share with you exercises for learning to tune into your emotions and then channel them into helpful and healing directions. Take a few moments to get comfortable. Learning something new is so much easier when we are calm and comfortable. The sense of ease we feel when we are comfortable and relaxed, which is partly a physical sensation and partly an emotional experience, goes to the very heart of this practice, literally, because when we are comfortable and relaxed, we can also be more open-hearted and open-minded. So, taking a few slow, deep, soothing breaths is a wonderful way to get settled. Open your mind and your heart and prepare to learn something new about how connecting to your emotions can be so vitally important to managing your IBS, your health, and your overall life experiences. Nice and slow. Be patient. Be here right now. No need to force anything. Breathing slowly, naturally, and comfortably invites your mind and body to settle all by themselves. Your chest can settle. So can your shoulders and arms. The feeling of comfort can continue to roll down your body to your hips and legs, right down to your feet, carrying away unnecessary tension and discomfort and distress right along with it. Perhaps you can even feel how the tension rolls right on through you, down your legs and feet, and right out into the ground beneath your feet, leaving you feeling at once more at ease, less worried, and more clear-headed and comfortably, really comfortably relaxed. Life didn't always include emotions. It used to be that there was a direct link between a triggering event and an immediate, reflexive reaction to it. As life became more complex, we needed a way of integrating all the information impinging on us from our external world and from the world within us. Emotions were that way. You can picture emotions as a transition point, sitting halfway between the body and the mind, influencing both and being influenced by them too. Emotions allow us to make sense of, to learn from, and to integrate what is happening within our physical body, our embodied brain, and our external world, so that our mind can make choices and decisions and initiate actions to address our needs. Emotions are messengers from our deepest and most ancient source of wisdom about what is good and right for us. Emotions shape our perceptions. Emotions shape our thinking, our outlook, and our mindset. Emotions shape our memories too. We remember things differently depending upon the collection of feelings that we have flowing within us at any given moment. Remembering something from the past when we are sad and physically uncomfortable often leads to a different memory of the same event when we are feeling good and calm and in control. And because our emotions are messengers, learning how to allow our emotions to simply rise and fall, to notice how they develop and transition into other emotions, allows us to stay in and stay with each present moment. Otherwise, emotions stop working as messengers, signaling us where we are right now. Instead, the emotions get locked into patterns connected to memories of the past, or of fears and worries reflecting thoughts about a future that hasn't yet arrived and maybe never will. Emotions are neither good nor bad. They are just messengers generated by our brain and body. They tell the body what to do, how to orient itself, what kind of response we need to make. Our emotions also shape our thoughts, telling our brains what actions we're supposed to take based on how we are feeling in that particular moment. But when we unfairly prejudge our emotions as good or bad, they lose their function. Instead of feeling them as they are, we try to control them, avoiding or denying the emotions that we feel that are negative, and trying to inflate positive feelings so we can forget or ignore any discomfort we might feel. We start to put a buffer between what is actually happening and become emotionally and mentally locked into what has already happened or what we fear might happen next. Today, we are going to practice separating our judgments about emotions from the experience of our emotions themselves. When we do that, we can fully restore the function and purpose of emotions. They can again function as the wise messengers that can guide us to feel better, to function better, and to feel more fully alive. In the next few minutes, I will share a series of inquiries or questions into your emotional life. Each question I pose offers you an opportunity to listen to one type of message that your emotional messengers attempt to deliver to you. Using the breath practices you have been developing, sit with each question. If you would like, just sit with each question for a few minutes to give yourself time to fully immerse yourself in and reflect upon each question. Allow yourself to ask, how do I connect to this emotional messenger? Then ask yourself a second question. How does this emotional messenger play a role in my IBS and in my life? Then, when you feel ready, resume the guided practice by going on to the next question. Question 1. Emotions help us determine what is me and not me, what is coming from me, and what is coming to me from someone else or from something in the outside world. So ask yourself, whose feelings am I feeling? This is especially useful when dealing with difficult relationships with others. Is the emotion you are feeling yours, or are you picking up on someone else's unhappiness, anger, worry, expectations, or judgments, and then internalizing their feelings and experiencing them within yourself as guilt or shame or feelings of responsibility for some other so-called negative feeling as though it was really your own? Recognizing the source of your feelings, of your emotions, can help guide you to better decision making and more effective responses about what to do about what you feel. It can help you to set healthy boundaries and say, for example, I recognize you are angry, and I'm sorry about that. Let me know how I can help you, as opposed to just feeling angry and allowing the anger to control you. So sit with this question: whose feelings am I feeling? I'll pause here to give you time to tune in and reflect. Question 2. Emotions help us connect to others. Emotions are a social glue that bonds us together. Emotions are especially strongly communicated through facial expressions, which means they are strongly linked to your facial muscles and to your body generally. Emotions are part of the brain-body-gut connection. Listen to each of the following emotion words. Then imagine feeling that feeling and notice how you feel when you express that feeling on your face, or how you feel that feeling in other parts of your body, and particularly in your belly or gut. This practice can help you learn to distinguish the physical or physiological aspects of your gut sensations from the emotions that piggyback on them. Making that distinction can help you recognize what your body's emotional wisdom is inviting you to do next. Fear. Sadness. Love. Anger. Loneliness. That's right. Good job. Question 3. Emotions give us access to memories. We learn best when emotions are present. If we feel nothing, we rarely learn anything. And without learning from experience, we miss the chance to encode something useful from the experience that can help us in the future. Once again, I'm going to ask you to focus on each of the emotion words that we did earlier in this guided practice session. But this time, as you feel that feeling on your face, and then in your body and belly, allow yourself to notice what memories begin to come to mind. Allow your mind to wander, following the thread of that emotion back to experiences that you associate with that feeling. This practice can be really helpful in recognizing emotion-rich memories from the past that you still carry and that require further attention on your part, so you can let them go or transform the memories into something that no longer burdens you. Fear. Sadness. Love. Anger. Loneliness. Very good. Emotions motivate us to move toward our unlived future lives. Just as emotions link us to memories from the past, emotions move us to take action going forward to fulfill our current or future needs. The simplest way of appreciating how we perceive the future is to break it into two options. Do we perceive the future situation, whether that is the next minute, the next month, or the next year, as safe or unsafe, and therefore, should we approach the situation or avoid it? Approach or avoid, engage or disengage. Emotions help us figure out what to do. So, allow yourself to visualize what is coming up today or tomorrow. Then, using the breath work we've been practicing, notice the feelings, the emotions that are present. Safe or unsafe are felt very differently in the body. Notice the differences. Next, ask yourself about the next month, or maybe the next year, or even farther out into the future. Again, notice the feelings that are present, safe or unsafe, approach or avoid. This practice helps you to notice which aspects of your future you are facing with excitement and anticipation and positive motivation, or fear, dread, avoidance, or denial. Most important, when you recognize the mode you're operating in from default as it relates to your future, it shifts the burden of carrying that emotional weight off of your gut, off of your IBS pattern, and shifts it up to your mind, so you can then begin to form reasonable plans for acting and dealing with your future, and then how you're going to put those plans into effect. Good work here. Remember, these practices are not one-and-done exercises. They are skill-building practices. And, like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get.